What's up, college football fans? Don't forget to check out and order your copy of Stiff Arming Football Myths, our latest football game plan book. So go on our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copy. We have these available in paperback as well as in PDF form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our preview of the 2014 Miami Beach Bowl between the BYU Cougars and the Memphis Tigers. Now let's take a look at some coaching points for both teams in this ball game, starting with BYU.
And for BYU in this ball game, you can't allow Memphis to get the edge in a running game. They want to run outside with that zone read, and a lot of what they do offensively is based off of that. You want to force them to go downhill in the running game, which bodes well for your chances to have success in stopping the run. And I look at quarterback Christian Stewart seeing the field. Memphis loves to run a lot of different trap defenses, try to influence a quarterback to make a bad throw. If Stewart can see the field, he'll find those voids in the zone and should be able to attack deep down the field and also at the intermediate level. It also goes without saying that BYU has to win on first down defensively. Memphis is a run-heavy football team. You stop them on first down, you're going to put them in situations where they're going to pass the football more often than they want to, which is a win for this Cougar defense. And for Memphis in this ball game, I will come out throwing the football because I know I can rely on my ground game, and teams know you want to come in and run the football. Get your quarterback in the groove early, loosen up that box by coming out and hitting the short passes early versus this BYU secondary. You have to find a way to work the tight end Alan Cross in the ball game. I think Cross is a guy that can win the matchup versus a BYU linebacker and or safety in the passing game. Find ways to get him involved very early. And the defensive line, which I believe is the strength of this Memphis Tiger defense, has to win up front. BYU right now is struggling to protect the quarterback. They are also a team that wants to just play downhill and run the football, get pressure up front with Martin Affetti and company. I think that could disrupt a lot of what BYU wants to do this game offensively. The biggest X factor in this game for BYU will be the play of their offensive line. They allowed 34 sacks so far this season. I know a lot of that has to do with the fact that they have a mobile quarterback or had a mobile quarterback back there in Taysom Hill. But this game versus Memphis, they're facing probably their best test yet with the defensive line of the Tigers, and they have to hold their own at the point of attack. And the biggest X factor for the Tigers will be the play of their passing game. Quarterback Paxton Lynch throwing the football at times during the game. His accuracy and the ball placement can be off a little bit. Both of those things can happen versus this secondary of BYU. Now here are some 2015 draft prospects you want to keep an eye on in this ball game for BYU. They have an excellent cornerback prospect in Robertson Daniel, 6'1", 205. He's going to see a lot of press coverage this week versus Memphis, and we'll learn a lot about what he can do in the run defense department. Two outstanding players as well, Alani Fua and Devin Mahena, the tight end, 6'6", 251. Now for Memphis, you can check my scouting notes on our website, footballgameplan.com/Hunt scouting notes, and you'll see the write-up I did for these guys based off what I saw live versus Temple. A lot of good defensive prospects in this ball game, and Al Bond is a very talented offensive lineman that can play both guard and tackle. Eldon Forte is definitely a campus legend. Played at BYU from 1960 to 1962 in the single wing offense. He played the quarterback position, but it was his running skills that had him finishing 10th in the Heisman Trophy voting as a senior, where he also led the nation in total offense for 8 weeks, and at the end of the season finished second behind Oregon State's Terry Baker with 1,963 total yards and 14 touchdowns. Forte finished the season with over 1,100 yards rushing and also threw for 1,814 yards and 7 passing touchdowns. Although he only played 2 seasons at Memphis after transferring from a junior college, Isaac Bruce left his impact on the program, finishing his college football career with 113 receptions for 1,500 yards, averaging 14 yards of reception and 15 touchdowns. In the 1988 Freedom Bowl, BYU took on Colorado, and the Buffaloes came into this bowl game ranked number 20th, but it was the BYU defense that held strong throughout the course of this ball game, leading them to victory with Ty Detmer at quarterback, 20-17. In the 1971 Pasadena Bowl, Memphis took on San Jose State, and after the Spartans jumped out to a 3-0 lead, Memphis went on a tear offensively, rushing for 208 yards on 53 carries, scoring 28 unanswered points en route to knocking off the Spartans 28-9. I like Memphis in this ball game. The Tigers have won 7 out of their last 8 games this season, and the reason why is because of the play of their defensive front seven. They're getting after the quarterback, they're stopping the run, they're making plays in the passing game defensively, and I think all of which will cause problems for BYU. And on offense, look for the Tigers to slow this ball game down with their ground attack in that offensive line and slowly knock out the BYU Cougars in the inaugural Miami Beach Bowl.